Hey, you're watching Preppy Kitchen, where I, John Cannell, teach you how to make delicious homemade dishes to share with your family and friends. Except for today, because I'm taking you on a tour of our farm. A lot's been happening here at Hedge Hill, so I thought it'd be fun to introduce you to some of our new additions and just update you on what's going on. Let's go. First stop, the new barn. If you watch my stories, you might have seen the construction progressing over a period of time. It's been taking a while and it's still not done yet, but the outside is almost done. You might notice the barn doors aren't hung yet, but that's where we're at right now. Inside, we're gonna have office space. There's gonna be storage space. There's gonna be a little kitchen. It's basically like my office barn, so I'm very excited to have it as soon as it's complete. Once it's done, I promise you will get a barn tour. So here we are in one of our hay fields, and we transformed almost all of it into a giant pumpkin patch. This has been a hay field, so we had to have all the soil tilled. One of our local farmers came in with his tiller, pulled this all up, moved the soil around, and then we have big mounds here of like compost, fertilizer, and some horse manure that got mixed together. And you have these little pumpkin nests. They're so cute. It's like little baby pumpkins growing in here. And as you can see, even though these are so new, we're already getting little blossoms and pumpkins that are gonna start growing. I'm very excited. In case you're wondering, we didn't just plant one variety. We have many different kinds of pumpkins growing here because I love the ones that are like gnarly and kind of like funky looking, as well as your classic jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. I can't wait to improve my skills because I'm really, really bad at carving jack-o'-lanterns. On the border of this giant field, we also just threw a bunch of wildflower seeds here. So it's gonna be like a nice border of wildflowers. I'm looking forward to picking them around, and it'll also encourage some bees to come on over. Do you see that white stuff in the distance? Those boxes are bees. We're gonna go there in a second, but first I want to show you one of our hay fields and what happened this year and why it's actually surprisingly great. Come on. Here at Hedge Hill, we have a lot of hay growing. Hay is important because our goats eat it, Georgina and Spencer have to eat, the horses eat it, and it's just an important part of having a farm. You're producing your own food for the winter when everything is dormant. But this year, we left a good portion kind of just wild. We did not hay it, and this is the result. Things go to seed, they go to flower, and what you have is, one, like a habitat for local animals. You might see some birds chirping happily along, and two, the bees love this. So we had the best start ever, in part thanks to this big field here. The nectar flow was wild. Having all the flowers, making a ton of honey, and that honey's not for us right now, it's for them, and they need to like have some food for the winter, and then we can talk about getting some honey from them. But I'm very excited, and I'm so happy it worked out this way, and we just happened to keep this field the way it is. It's really pretty too. Let's go see the bees. As you can see, we have 5 different hives. That's 5 queens and a lot of busy bees. Some of the hives are already taller than the others because we've had to expand them as they're just full of honey and bees. So if things continue to go well and these bees are really happy, we're gonna have a lot of local raw honey to harvest and sell at our farm stand at Hedge Hill Farm. And if you wanna follow along and see what's new, what's happening, at Hedge Hill Farm on Instagram, and you can follow along and see what's new. You see a solar panel, you hear a clicking noise maybe, you see some bare wires there, it's for bears. It's an electric fence that's here to keep the bees safe because you know that bears love honey. I don't even want them to hear us talking about this, it's too much for them to hear. It's not gonna kill them though, it's just like a little shock to say, hey, stay away. If you're wondering, yes, the winters here are very, very cold. This is a hybrid of an Italian honeybee, and they're a little bit hardier, so it's better for our New England winters. One of the things that was so interesting last spring was seeing the variety of bees we have. There's little tiny sweat bees, tons of bumblebees, carpenter bees. Bumblebees are actually my favorite. They're the cutest, fuzziest things ever. Anyways, there's one more field I really want to show you, so come along and look. And yes, it is bee related. Not today, weeds, not today. We just planted this cut flower garden and I'm so obsessed with it. So over here, lots of lavender, so it's gonna be really aromatic. And in these rows here that are seeded, we have sunflowers and another variety of dahlias, as well as zinnias. So lots of flowers that are gonna come up. Half of this bed over here are cosmos. Right next to the cosmos, you can see some baby zinnias popping their heads through. They come in all different colors, and you can get a lot of petal variations of form. Some are really full and some are more kind of like Cosmo or Daisy-like with just a fewer rows of petals. All these cedar chips over here, one, they help keep the weeds at bay. There's a liner underneath, although there's seeds blowing all over the place, so let's not kid ourselves. But the other thing is they keep the ticks at bay. Ticks hate cedar chips. Little tick barrier, keep our flowers safe. We can feel more confident in gardening, and it's always better to do what you can in New England for ticks. Welcome to our farm stand to be. This is one of our new barns, and I want to show you what's inside. Come take a look. So right now, this is a 3-stall barn. There's 1, 2, 3. These are actually really nice stalls. We're gonna repurpose them in a different barn we have behind us that's just for animals. All the space will be opened up, and we're gonna have, just shelves and islands with all the products from the farm. This is such a great space. We're really lucky to have it, and I cannot wait to fill it up with all of the fresh produce, the cut flowers, the bees' honey, and those pumpkins. Speaking of, we really have to get our act in gear because we have 4,000 pumpkins that are growing in that patch, and I cannot make that many pies. It's not even possible. So wish me luck. We have a lot to do. Right now we're in the goat paddock, as you might hear, and over in this paddock we have Billy, our Billy goat you might remember, as well as Oliver and Twist. They used to be so much smaller, but they sure did grow up. Really loud too. Every 5 seconds. They're not intact. Billy is, so they're called wethers. They're here to just be friends with Billy and hang out with him. So right now the boys and the girls are separated. Just a good thing to do until it is mating season, so there's less mischief around, right? Oh, she misses Billy, that's cute. Look who it is, it's our goat queen, Georgina. Oh, she might be my favorite, and I love her so much. Although Spencer, I love you too. Sorry. Double knot next time, double knot. Anyways, these are Nigerian dwarf goats. If you haven't met them before, Georgina and Spencer are our oldest. We've had them for just over 2 years now, and Nigerian dwarf goats have the most amazing creamy milk. It is delicious. Very hard to get though. Not a lot of Nigerian dwarf goat herds out there, but we're building one, so if everything goes according to plan, we'll be able to have some delicious milk and cheese as well, right? We'll see, we'll see. Hi. Oh, they're so friendly. They're so sweet. If I stop scratching her head, she's like, excuse me, and then she gives me a nibble. If you have any questions about Nigerian dwarf goats or anything you've seen here, by the way, drop them in the comments below and I'll try and answer as many as possible or include them in the next farm update video. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little tour of Hedge Hill Farm. Let me know if there's something that you want to see in the next video, and if you like this video, check out our farm playlist. I'll see you in the next one, because it's time to go inside. I need some lemonade.